It's nice that Vance wasn't going out Friday night. Finishing so soon. I can't believe she spent £140 on food.
Oh, that's so much.
No, I should have just asked Charlotte.
I know.
Charlotte did yours, so it's not exactly like she turned around and said she wouldn't do hers. Was it Charlotte offered you, or did you ask her?
I asked her for it.
You said, can you do it for me?
Can't remember. I got the track up. I'm going to quickly fill up the water.
I literally gave you. What's wrong with my bottle? Can you tell me? Or what's wrong with mine? So, could I have some of your water?
No, she's fine water.
I can't understand this whole I want my own water thing. So if I asked for a sip of yours, would you let me?
No, fuck off. I can't be better. Did I start broadcasting? I think I did. Good evening and welcome to VFL GP1 in Brazil. We're at the penultimate round of the season with only Abu Dhabi left, and we are up for a real treat today. Today we are missing two of the McLarens. We are missing Boom Boom and James Al. Then today we have Control Alt and J-Bob as well, and LA is also missing for the Haas, so FedEx Blue is stepping in and getting involved again. We had quite the race last week in America. We went from the dry to the wets and back to the dry, and we had one person in particular, Far Owen. This man here in the Renault stayed on his dry tyres because he knew the rain was going to stop before the end, and he managed to find a him. So he was my driver of the day. J Luke was my driver of the day for Mexico. Far Owen for last week in America, who is going to be driver of the day in Brazil. So, and winning as well. No, called back Toro Rosso in 12 points. So Toro Rosso are top constructors with 333 points. No, are now only 12 points behind with 321, as Joe C goes fastest in the winning of a 109 flat. And in third, we've got Ferrari and 257. Not mathematically impossible, but it's a big ask for them to get top spot. But it is a battle for that third spot now, with Ferrari on 257, Rocket Williams 10 points behind them on 247, and Race Points behind them on 238 points. As for the drivers, obviously Mini Godbold is champion, as Ryan 55 goes fastest in the Red Bull and with a 108, first one to get to the 108 so far, with just over 4 minutes gone in the session. Just give me one moment. I need to get the detail up. Let's have the footage. And let's have the lap data. Yes, please. As we go on board with LB in the Alpha. So yes, we've got Mini Godbold champion, and then in second, DXT Anthony on 203 points. Reshka in the Racing Point closely behind him, 183. Joe on 163 in the Williams. And Icestyle Toast in the Renault on 135. And LRB on 125. So we still got a few contenders for the top 3. So there's still things to play for here. Not everything has been decided as of yet. And yes, last week's race winner, Icestyle Toast, had a great race. Got his strategy locked down to perfection. Had a really good race. 0 mistakes. Deserved the victory. DXT Anthony also had a very good race. Him and Reshka, both second and third in the Drivers' Championships, battling out, and he managed to just come out on top by getting round him in the final few laps. And in third place, obviously, Far Owen had a great race. But a driver who missed out was LRB, who had a really unfortunate race. He spun out, he crashed into the pit wall, and he got the wrong tyres. So he'll be looking this week to make amends here and get some valuable points on the board and possibly move himself up in the Drivers' Championship. Enough of facts and figures. Let's have a look at the action going on. So we have got 11 minutes left in this qualifying session as Icestyle Toast puts in a 110, but that's dated. He's going for another one. We'll leave him for now. Let's have a look. Is anyone else about to complete a lap? No. Lily White is into the pits. Anyone else? Mini Godbold has gone fastest, by the way. He's set a 108.7. He's coming round the last section now. This is an in-lap. So who's furthest forward of the lap? Joe's in sector 2, 32 seconds. J. Luke is on 52 seconds. I start Toast just behind him. So let's continue. Can J. Luke put a valuable time on the board, or is he going to be getting rid of this one? No, he's ditching that one. So let's go over to Icestyle Toast. Is he going to continue with that? No, he's going to ditch his lap as well. What about Joe? Currently sits third. He's under his time, but he decided to go into the pits. Who else have we got? Faro going for another lap as well. Someone gone off somewhere. Not sure who. Where do we go? Where should we go? Where should we go? Conrad's coming up to the end of sector 2. Nearly a second down on his current time. Wow, that is really good. He could get pole here. He could be on provisional pole. Conrad comes around the last turn, up to the line, and he is provisional pole by 400ths, just less than 400ths of a second on Mini Godpole. Good lap from him. We go to next. Reshka started a lap. Owen, he's going slow, I think. Slower than cut. Razza's come to the line. He's 10th for now. Control Alt Elite, one of the McLarens today. Let's see how he does. He's a second under his current time. He went in a bit too sharp on that turn. Took a lot of curb there. That cost him a bit of time. Can he move himself up the board? No. Yes. No. No, he hasn't. I think he improved, but he hasn't moved up. Someone else has. I missed that. I do apologise. Oh, Ryan's gone fastest. And LRB has not enough. So Ryan currently sits provisional 7.5 minutes left. Let's go. Who have we not gone to? We've gone to Ice Salt Toast. Lily White currently on the lap. Coming up to the end of sector 2. Currently doesn't have a time on the board, so I'm not sure. This doesn't look like... No, that lap is not one that he's gonna go for. That was, let's go J-Bob, the other stand-in McLaren. J-Bob, who was here last week. I don't have his result week. I can't seem to remember off the top of my head what happened to him. I don't believe he finished that race, if I'm mistaken. But he's coming up to the end of sector 2. J-Bob, currently looking at, it's 3 seconds above the current posted time. So let's go to someone else. Let's go to one of the other stand-ins for today, and that is FedEx Blue, who was also here last week. Good to see the reserves coming in, filling the spots, making sure we have a full competitive grid for you guys all to watch. I think J. Luke has just put himself up to 9th position. I wonder, I'll have to go, and yeah, FedEx Blue is currently 2 seconds above his previous time at the moment. I'll keep I'm pretty the champ. Mini Godbold coming up to the end of sector 3. This doesn't look like a lap he's going for. No, it's not. Who else we got? I saw Toast come back in. J Luke, he's not going for one. J Bob, nope. That Razza, Nice and Spicer. No one seen DXT Nevo, here we go. Nevo coming up to the end sector. What's he looking at? 52.9. Promising. You'll be looking to get up in amongst the 108. Let's hope. It's left just inside the top 10. Not bad, respectable time. Ferraris of Nevo and Anthony will begin to do a bit better, I'm sure though. Parked in a dangerous location. Far Owen has been disqualified. I'm not sure what's happened there, but he has been disqualified from the session. I did see him leave the session or disconnect, so I'm not sure what's happened there. And he's been disqualified for parking in an unsafe location. Oh, and that Razza decides he's going to cut the grass for us today. Interesting. I'm not sure you're going to gain much time out there. Good go, good go. He's on 5 lap hold options. So is Nice and Spicer. Wonder if they're trying to save fresh options. Softs, sorry, they're called softs now. Fresh softs for the race. Let's go to Control Alt Delete. What's he looking at? He's looking at 1.8 seconds slower than his current time. Conrad's out there looking to improve. his time possibly, because he's going to have a lot of guys coming after him for this provisional pole. Ryan's on his outlap. LRB doesn't look like there's much movement. Oh, actually has 2 cars coming up. Conrad's in. Whether he'll have time to do another lap, we'll have to see. But Ryan is out. LRB's out. Mini Godbod's out. Ice Post is out. Joe is currently just started a lap. So let's stick with Joe for the lap as he comes down the first of 2 DRS sections round here at Interlagos, Brazil. Coming up the hill. Got to be slightly easy on the brakes there, taking as much speed through there, but not too much speed. Great description and analysis from myself. But that corner, you've got to be light on the brake. There's where you can lose time if you put too much brake down there. What's he looking at? He's looking at 300ths better than his current time. That will be up there in the mix for the top 3. Can he gain on this last sector? Joe comes up to line and he bails. He's bailed out. So that is Joe out of the running, and I believe he'll be staying where he is unless topples him from his position. Who's furthest ahead out of the rest of the top? I think Ryan. Currently says no, Ryan's definitely on a slow lap. He'll be looking for the fast lap here. Lifestyle Toast. He's going slow. I think we're all putting in a bit of a warm-up lap here for one final go. Let's go to LRB. Yeah, he's slowing up, looking for some space on the track. Mini Godbold. Who's first? Who's first here? Is Mini Godbold. Mini Godbold he's going for a proper lap here. Whether or not he's going to stick to going for the proper lap or not, I'm not sure. He's coming up to the line. Can he improve? And he's hit the wall. Interesting. His car is, and we've J-Bob and Ryan's had a collision. Oh dear. Is that it? No, that's not it. I thought there might be a safety car, possibly. Or do you get a safety car in this game in qualifying? I'm not sure, but I stole Toast. Coming up the final sector, can he improve? Currently sits 5th in the Renault. Will be wanting to get ahead of Mini Godbold for the constructors. Here he comes. Has he gained? He has. He's ahead of Mini Godbold, up to 4th. LRB coming up to the end of sector 2, currently sits 3rd. He'll be wanting to get on that front row. He's 200ths down. It'll be enough. It'll be enough if he can stick with the time. Can he do it? He's coming round into the DRS zone. The DRS is open. Coming up the line. Will LRB be on pole in Brazil? And he is. He's done it by 7/10. 7/10. Well done, LRB. He is pole in Brazil. We've got one car left going. Maybe not control. Alt is actually also mowing the grass. Cheers for him and Raza. Did look a bit patchy over there. Great section. Bit of weird with me into the pit wall. And J-Bob and Ryan hitting each other, coming up to the end of sector 3. But LRB takes pole in Brazil. Congrats to him. Conrad in 2nd. Ryan in 3rd. Alongside him, I Stole Toast. Behind him, Mini Godbold. That is crucial for Renault that Ice Old Toast is ahead of Mini Godbold, and then comes Joe, then comes Reshka, then comes Anthony, J Luke, Lily White, Nevo, J Bob, Nice and Spicer, That Razza, FedEx Blue, Control Alt Elite, Tom, Wooly, Nathan, and Far Owen, who was disqualified for parking in an unsafe position. I am a little out of breath. I'm going to take a quick drink. And let's go, boys. Let's go. Last week I missed the start of the race. I'm literally not looking away from the screen this week. I'm not looking at anything. We want to see the drama. We want to see the moves down into turn 1. Will LRB have a better race than last week? Will Renault top the constructors by the end of this race, or will Toro Rosso still be up there? Will Anthony still hold on to second place, or Reshka or anyone else take him? But we have 5 lights in Brazil, 5 red lights, and away we go. We're away. LRB gets a good start, but here comes Conrad. There's been some contact. There's been contact at the back. Who's gone? Who's gone? Was it Willie? I think it was Willie. Someone's had contact. I'm not sure, but LRB is still in the lead. Toast has gained a position on Ryan's. Toast has gone wide. Ryan's on the back, around the outside, up the hill. Oh, he's gone a bit wide and giving 2 positions to Joe and Mini got fascinating start. I don't know what happened. I think Jable was involved in the contact at the start. I'm not sure. But, and there is some contact. That was Control Elite. See left end plate there now, and that is not going to help him. He's going to have to pit and get that change, because that is going to severely hinder him. And it doesn't look like Far Owen has started this race. That is a big to Renault, as Anthony, Lily White and J Luke all come into the pits. Been damaged there. Let's have a look. Yep, Anthony has got his front wing replaced. What about the other 2? Yep, J Luke. Yep, and Lily White. So that's where the damage had come. Didn't see well. B. It's off at first. And a second already on Toast. Somewhere, sorry, during the pit. He's got that car in between him and Mini Godbold. This is going to be a good watch to see where these 2 come out today, because this could make it really tight going into Abu Dhabi for the constructors. There's a yellow flag in sector 2, and it's contact. Reshka's in. Oh, and there's even more going on. Control Elite lost it. Got to go to the pit, missing pretty much all of that front wing. What is going on? The McLaren's are going to have to die here. When the cost Control Elite massively. I thought I saw a red ball in the wall. Did I see a red ball in the wall, or was I seeing things? Is there damage to Ryan 55? No, there wasn't. I was sure there was someone else in the wall, but Reshka having a bit of contact, going into the wall. LRB has got that crucial 1 second gap on Toast out of the tail. Toast will be fuming at that because he's really into that. He's got Conrad, mini Godbold, and oh, Godbold, and look, Conrad, he's going to have DRS on him. He's going to defend up the inside. Vinny Godbold goes around the outside. Holds it. He holds it good. Oh no, Vinny's coming up the inside and he's got it. When Conrad was napping, caught napping, and Minnie has gained one and is back behind. Oh, Nathan's out. We got a red ball. We got a red ball. And DXT is out. Nepo. Nathan's the stricken, and there is also the stricken Ferrari. Is there not going to be a safety car? Surely. That has got to be a safety car. Look, that Ferrari. Red Bull sitting there. The Ferrari's, I know, ghosts. But surely that would be a safety car all day long. So we've got two cars out in the same corner here, and we've got Conrad all over the back of Mini, and Joe's also following him. The two Williams, the Toro Rosso down. Conrad looking at the outside, he as well. Can he pull it back on him? No, it looks like Mini has the pace on him, and this has really helped Toast here. He's managed to gain that second he's needed, and Tom and Raza are battling away further down the field for the smaller points but valuable points. Haas and Mercedes are the two teams that are down the bottom of the constructors, so with Mercedes and Haas all within 8th and 11th, there'll be some good battles here, although FedEx, I do believe he is close, so I do believe he is not in session, unfortunately. But we'll keep an eye on the battle for third place. We've got an intriguing battle lined up for Williams of Joe. Gets very close to Conrad, and this time it's Joe who's close. And he's both have different Conrad the inside. Joe's having a look around the outside. It's fine. Joe's having another look around the outside. Conrad has held that well, and oh, Ryan had a look. Ryan had a look to apply the brakes sharply. I was going to late him, and this is all helping Toast LRB pull away from the others as Anthony has moved up a position ahead of Wooly, and this is interesting. Second place Anthony, down currently in 11th. He did have damage from the start, and also Reshka facing championship also had that incident with the McLaren of J-Bob, I believe. And we've got the podium sitters of the Drivers' Championship currently outside the points. So there is points up for grabs and points to be gained. The last race could be crucial. To this. Joe is now looking like he's going to be the one that's going to be hunted here, with Ryan breathing down his neck. Coming up the last hill climb. Such an elevation change around here at Brazil, and Ryan looks up the inside of the Williams. Oh, and what done him there? I don't really expected that, especially having to dress himself. But Ryan's straight line speed there was far superior to Joe's in the Williams, and he's dropped down into 6th place, and Williams have now been split by the Red Bull of Ryan 55. Tom Toast, sorry, still outside 1 second. LRB and Mini behind him. One thing we looked at yet. Let's have a look at the position change. Tom, the big mover up the field, gaining pieces so far. Congrats to him. Big loser of the field at the moment. Losing places in positions, not being harsh here. Reshka, but he did have that incident, to be fair to him, so that has cost him massively so far. Lily White has even had 2 stops already. I think he was involved in the initial impact at the start of the race, and looks like he's had another bit of drama so far as Tom pits. Is that for damage? It is. He's damaged that front wing. I wonder where he's done that. I wonder if he's been living with that throughout the race so far. But if he has, he's doing a good job. He's doing a good job. Tom will keep an eye on him. Let's go up to Chase. How many? He's doing well. Stick with the champ, albeit with DRS. And 7 are all on the softs. And look at that, we got Nice and Spicer sitting pretty at the moment in 7th place. Equally as far behind to Joe as he is in front of that Razza. So he'll be looking to just keep pumping the lap times in, sitting well, and just maintaining those lap times. That Razza will be looking to go longer. He's on the hards, and guys that have pitted gone into hards or the mediums, so the hard runners will definitely be looking to go to the end. Mediums, I'm sure they could, but tyre wear I think is a big factor, especially on the left cars of left-handed turns around Brazil. Let's have a look at the telemetry. Don't judge me. Right, let's get rid of that. What's going on? These guys seem to be sort of... No one seems to gain any position right now. There's a McLaren there. What McLaren is that that's currently actually in control of Elite? Sorry, my bad. I keep forgetting F1 have introduced the ghosting mode for lapped cars, so lapped cars don't get in the way. So he's still involved. Control, Elite. A respectable job at the moment in that McLaren. LRB. On a free race so far. 12 laps gone. Third of the way through. He'll be wanting more of the same. And I'm sure these softs aren't going to last much longer. I do have the strategies here with me. Softs should run for about 14, 15 laps according to the data I have here. So we'll be looking to see people in within a couple of laps. And all the soft runs will be looking to go on to the mediums for sure. Hard runs out there, if they have stopped, they will be looking for options. Yeah, if they ISO into the pits as can elite retires from each game to get to the end of the race and needs a reserve driver, so expect to come in and do the job. That is going to see Toast come out head Spicer. Yeah, a few seconds. So it's not been there and he's gone onto the heights. Interesting choice. I wonder if anyone else will do the same. I thought most of these guys would be going on to the mediums. But wrong. I don't know. Anyone else? LRB, is he going to look to stop the undercut? No, he's not. Mini God bold. Mini's in. Anyone else following him? Ryan's followed him in. What are these guys going to change to? It should be interesting. What strategy? Ryan's gone medium. And Mini's gone medium. Oh, he's been held up. Or have I just got lag? I think I've just had a bit of lag. Apologies. So Mini, I don't know what's happened. His camera, there we go. Mini is on the mediums, and Ryan has also joined him on the mediums, and he's come out just ahead of Nice and Spice out as well. And Ryan was ahead of Joe. Joe could be in trouble coming out. You want to be out ahead of that racing point, because that could damage his race for sure. As LRB stays out for another lap, Conrad, what's he going to do? He's going to come in, and Joe has got to stay out. They're way too close together, so he's got to stay out and keep going. He can't afford to double stack. That will just cost him too much time. And Conrad surely will join Mini and Ryan on these mediums. I'm sure he could go at mediums, but he's gone for the hards. Will he come out ahead of the racing point? He does also come out ahead of the racing point, but he's lost a position to Ryan, and Ryan is currently having a look all over the back of Mini as he's looking up the side, and he's got him. Has he got him? He's got him. He's taken the third spot because it's still yet to pit. Is he going to pit? No. Is Joe going to pit now? He is going to pit. He has to. He has to pit. Everyone else has pitted. Is he going to go on to those mediums? Ryan crucially getting ahead of Mini there. He'll be glad he got that done nice and quick. Joe has gone onto the medium, so he's not gone onto the same strategy as his teammate Conrad, as Ryan in the Red Bull sets the fastest lap of 1.11.4. Here comes Joe out of the pits. Conrad's come back into the pits. Why is Conrad come up? Conrad's come back into the pits and he's changed from his hards. Did I just miss that he got his front wing changed? I think he just changed his front wing, I'm not too sure. But he's gone from the hards to the mediums, and I think that was a front wing change. So he picked up some damage somewhere. He's now out in 10th. He'll probably at this moment be up to 7th. Luke's still got to pit, and so is Anthony and Raza. So Nice and Spicer moved up a place here, so we'll have to keep an eye if Conrad catches up to him and try and see if a battle comes out of that one. There's Reshka in the racing point. It's all over the back of the Mercedes of Woolley. And these two seem to be losing the back end here quite easily as Reshka runs a little wide. And will he be able to get round the Mercedes? He's got a much better exit than Mercedes. He's gone up the inside. And he's taking 11th position from the Mercedes. Moving up the field. Moving on up. NRB still out. And he's staying out 17 laps on his options. He just must be feeling good. He must be comfortable on these so far, and got the gap of 21.4, so I think he's okay. But toast with those fresher tyres, is he bringing this gap down? Try and keep an eye on that as it's happening. At the moment, halfway through, LRB currently sits in first place, in second, Ryan in third, in fourth, in seventh, ninth Spicer in eighth, J Luke in ninth, Ed in 10th, Ashka, Willie 12th, J Bob 13th, Tom 14th, Blue 15th, and Lily White currently at the back of the grid in 6th due to collisions, unfortunately for him. He's now into the pits. The gap is 21 seconds flat, I think, just before he got in. He needs quick, smooth getaway here. He's out. Let's go to toast. Is pretty well. Is there like up there? He is. Got the 1.6 gap to right. You know, so Raza down. Pitting. Currently, as they are. I'm out of breath. It's a fascinating race. We've got Minnie, Ryan and Joe all fighting for this podium position. Ryan having a look at Minnie. Is he going to get the better exit out of turn 3? No advantage there from either, but Minnie's not got that DRS. The look, he's very close to the back of that car, so He's looking up the inside of the Toro Rosso. Mini leaves him. Oh, and he's touched. They've touched. And Ryan is round. He's going to be very frustrated with himself there. Inches to perfection. If he scored that, he would have had the chance to take him going into the next turn. That is unfortunate for Ryan, but hopefully he can keep going, maybe pull himself back up to the back of Joe and get back involved in the fight. So we've gone from 4 drivers battling to 2, and it's Joe's turn to try and take on Mini as LRB sets the fastest lap in those fresh mediums up front. And bar any incidents or the commentator's curse, hopefully not, LRB is looking pretty at the top. He's got a 4-second lead on Toast now, and that's only 2 laps on the mediums. But Toast on the hards will be able to go a bit longer, but not sure with how long LRB has gone on that first stint of the softs. Not sure how much he's going to gain at the end of the end of the race. Sorry, so we'll keep an eye. But LRB's race to lose from here. We'll stick with Joe at the moment. We've got J-Bob pitting. Some fresh mediums. There's not many people battling. Tom is just Razza, sorry, has just come out of the pits, and he's got Tom straight up behind, but Tom on 12 lap old hard. Not sure he's going to be able to compete with the fresh set of mediums on the Haas. So these are the closest battles we've got at the moment. We've got Tom behind Razza, Mercedes versus Haas, bottom of constructors, both of them. They'll be looking to gain points on each other, and that's one valuable point they're fighting for here. So we'll try and keep an eye on that, although Tom is on the older tyres and may need to pit, possibly not. We'll see how he goes, but he's going to struggle there as Anthony pits, and he's gone on to the softs, and it looks like he's doing, it looked like he was doing a time penalty, a stop-go time penalty, but I believe it's just me that's lagging. It's still saying he's in the pits, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Joe is now within half a second of the champ. Not close enough for turn 1. Is he going to be close enough in the first DRS zone of the lap? He's not going to be close enough this time around, but he's coming at him actually, he's coming. No room there though. No room for him, unfortunately. He's going to have to give it, be patient, hope for a mistake. Just pressure, keep the pressure on the champ of Mini. Ryan has lost a bit more time, I think. He seems to be struggling a bit, so. And he's hit the wall. So I don't think Ryan's going to be coming back. That's unfortunate. Ryan's had a really good race. Had that tap on the right rear of Mini, which sent him spinning and lost him time. But he's there in the wall now, and he is out of his race. And Nice and Spicer, who was sitting good in 7th, is now moved up 2 places due to driver error. But Conrad is waiting. He's waiting to pounce on the racing point. He doesn't look close enough here, so we're going to go up to Joe, who is right behind Mini Godbold. Mini must be working up a sweat at the moment, trying to keep this Williams behind. I'm sure they were reeling in Toast a bit, but Toast managed to gain a second within a lap. So Toast can breathe a sigh of relief, I think, for now, because he's on the hards, they're on the mediums, but those hards should come into their own about now and should be competitive. Oh, Joe's right on the back of Mini. Mini's gone deep into turn one. Joe's going around the outside. Mini's cut the corner. He's got a free for that. So Joe buying any penalties? Not sure. Oh, and Mini stopped him going past him there. It's a good defence. It's a very late defence. I'm not sure if there's an argument there for that, but he's probing away at this Toro Rosso. Joe really wants to get round him. At the moment, he's clearly the faster car. We've got Conrad and Nice and Spicer. Nice and Spicer seems to have gone over the second turn curb, and Conrad is ahead of him. I missed that one, I'm afraid. Conrad is up to 5th. Joe still sitting 4th. He must be so frustrated because he's all over the back of Mini. He's got the pace on him at the moment, but he's still not sitting in that podium position. And Mini's gone deep again into turn one, and oh, Joe's tapped the back of him, and that's giving him a right squirm coming out of turn two. But Mini's really struggling on those 12 lap old mediums. It's almost as if he was more comfortable on the options, but he's really not enjoying himself out there so far. I've just seen at the bottom that Anthony is out of the race. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before, and I don't recall seeing that, so that is unfortunate for the Ferrari of Anthony. Not sure what happened then, sorry if I missed that. But he is also at the race. We've got 5 retirements of Ryan, Anthony, Control Alt Elite, Nevo and Nathan, and Far Own did not start the race, unfortunately. Here comes Joe again at Mini. He's looking around the outside. He's gonna have him this time, going into turn one, and he's up into that podium position finally. But here comes Mini again, and he's looking up the inside of Joe, and he's managed to get that place back. As he knows, Joe's stuck it round the outside. Incredible. He's managed to hold that up the inside, and Joe is in that podium position for sure until at least the end of the lap. Well done to Joe for sticking with it. Mini, I'm sure he will try and come back in these last 9 remaining laps. What else have we got going on? We've got Conrad sitting 5th. Nice and Spicer seems to have dropped off a bit more now, and Conrad is showing that he's got a bit more pace than the Racing Point as he comes into the pit. He's really not feeling those mediums. He's either really not feeling them, or he's going on to the option to get the fastest lap. He's got the time to do it because Conrad is over 30 seconds behind him, so he's not going to lose any points apart from the points that he could have possibly gained if he managed to get back round Joe. But he's going to go for that fastest lap, so that extra point that could help the Toro Rosso team in the constructors. His counterpart Billy White has actually just got the fastest lap himself with a 1:10.7, but currently outside the top 10. That point will be going to no one now at the moment, and not in the points, frustratingly. So at the moment Renault will be gaining 6 points on the Toro Rosso team and will be halving the deficit going into the last round at Abu Dhabi. So unfortunately the battle for the podium looks to be up, which is unfortunate. So we will look down the field, drivers driving for these crucial, valuable lower end points that could mean position changes. You never know, and they could also add to position changes depending on results coming in the next race. And we've got Jay Luke here, who had a very good race in Mexico. He came from like 19th, 20th on the grid up to 4th, just missed out on a podium. Such a shame for him, but it was such a good race. Held his own, fantastic, and he's all over the back of Raza in the Haas. He's got the DRS open. Is he going to look down the inside? No. And I think he's going to sit and wait. He's got 6 laps. He doesn't need to do anything rash at the moment. So we'll leave them two alone. FedEx Blue doesn't look to be with us at the moment. I don't think he's been with us the whole race actually. So J Bob is actually provisional 10th. Technical 10th. Provisional technical 10th. There's not much going on at the moment. It's been a good race. Oh, I say that. J Loop has taken Raza into turn 1 and he is up to 8th place. That'll be annoying for Raza because they're going to be gaining points on the Mercedes, at which they are 4 points behind the Mercedes team. So that 8th place would have drawn them level, I believe, would have drawn them level with the Mercedes team going into the last round. So that is really frustrating. If I was Raza, that would be frustrating, and if I've got that constructors in my mind, that's all I'd be thinking about. So I'm sure he'll try and get back at Luke, but he's already gained that second gap, which puts him out of DRS range from the Haas. Racing Points are having a comfortable race here in Brazil. Currently sitting 6th and 7th. Fresca's actually pulling in his teammate, I believe, and Reschke is on 28th lap old hard. Since he had that incident in the fourth lap, and he's been on these tyres the whole time. He's sitting 7th, so he'll be really happy with this, and he even could finish 6th if he can get past his teammate. So he'll be proper chuffed with this, and this will be really, really good. The Racing Point team, who are currently sitting behind Williams, although Williams are currently 3rd and 5th respectively, but they'll both be gaining on the Ferraris. Anthony and Nevo both out of the race, and we might see Ferrari drop from the podium in constructors down to 5th by the end of this race. I haven't worked it out myself, but I believe Rocket Williams will be jumping over them. The Racing Point will. I'm not sure it's going to be tight, but it's going to be tight going into the last race. There's so much still to play for. Reshka will be gaining points in the Drivers' Championship he'll be gaining points on Anthony in the Ferrari as well. There's loads to fight for. I love seeing drivers fight for positions. And this is what we're seeing. We are seeing drivers go for it with position changes in mind. Let's have a look at the standings. With 3 laps to go in Brazil. Reshka is still coming after his teammate. Will he make the pole? No, it's Reshka. 2 points. And he's cutting off by Reshka. He'll be cutting that down. LRB in 6th. Sorry, yeah, LRB in 6th. Will be putting the points down. So post. Anthony's points. We're going to be gaining. It's not going to be really close. Gaining so much. And Reshka is not ahead of so even on Anthony. Not a good day for the Ferraris here. I'm not sure, I haven't seen if Mini has got the fastest lap. I'm not too sure what's happened with the fastest lap. Can we get that telemetry up? Can we see that leader? Fastest lap, he has got the fastest lap. He's done 1.10 flat. 700 quicker than Lily White. That is impressive. So we'll get an extra point for Toro Rosso. So Renault will be getting 18 points via I-Style Toast. And Toro Rosso will be getting 13 points. So Renault are behind going into the final race. As Mini Godbold picks again, I'm not sure what he's doing. Don't do that, he is pitted twice. I think he should take in the mick here. Not sure why he's done that, he's obviously bored, he's not near anyone, not go for it. Lap the right. Let's just get that. Just in case anyone getting real close there. Spice is still holding on to the back of his teammate. But Racing Point's happy with how they've fared today. And LRB, he can't fault his race from start to finish. He got second gap lead that he needed to get out of DRS zone, and from there, smooth sailing. Very well done LRB, and he is the winner of VFL GP1 Brazil. Congratulations to LRB. I-Style Toast comes in second place. Really good result for the Renault team and the constructors. Joe, superb battling. congrats on the 3rd place and the podium. He won't be too fussed. Constructors, they are still ahead by 1 point, so that is going down to the wire for sure. He is the champ. Too bothered at the moment. He just wants points for the constructors. It's a shame he's missed out against Toast today, but he'll be looking forward to Abu Dhabi. So well done to him on the 4th respectively. Conrad done well to get back up to 5th. Well done to Reshka, 33 laps on the hards. Superb drive. Great result for the Racing Point. 6th and 7th, nice and Spicer. And Joe brings it home in the Alpha in 8th place. Whew. What a race. I'm out of breath. I'm always out of breath. So my day has to go to LRB. He drove start to finish. Just flawless race. And after last week, he'll be absolutely chuffed with that win. To the Alfa Romeo drive. Joe's the one up there. He's done a very good race. Reshka as well. He 33 laps on hards. Like, that is a real stint. But just to confirm the classification, LR wins it. Second, Jack third, Mini and Conrad, Reshka, Nice and Spicer, following Luke, Raza, FedEx Blue, who rounds off the top 10. FedEx Blue actually, I believe, disconnected, so that might go to Willie Mouth, so a vital point for Mercedes. Tom in 12th, 13th, J-Bob, and 14th, Lily White. Well done to all. Now we shall interview the podium guys. Give me one moment. Let me invite the people I need to invite. I'm not sure if LRB LRB has a microphone. Yes, if you need to. I've changed mine, so I'm hoping this works this week. LRB doesn't have a mic, does he? So we can't interview the race winner. Oh, it just don't work. Fair enough. I have invited Joe. I'm not sure whether he has a mic either. So if Joe doesn't join, it's just you. It's just you, mate. But we'll say congrats to LRB. He drove a flawless race, really. He gained that second, didn't he, on you within the first couple of laps. So he. Yeah, I did think, would that like force him to try and cut off the undercut, but he stuck to his guns. You would have had a chance. Would have had a chance. Oh, gutted. How come? How come you went on to the hards? I thought you were going to go on to the mediums. Yeah, they didn't. They didn't fall away or anything. You didn't. You didn't really have much. Yeah, you didn't really have much to do as well, really. Yeah. Um. No, Joe overtook him on track. And then I think he had what plus 30 seconds on the car behind, so I think he went for the fastest lap. But yeah, he was, yeah. And yeah, Joe was the faster car for a good 5-6 laps. He Yeah, he drove a good race. There was a good battle between Minnie, him, Ryan, and Conrad going on behind you. Yeah. I caught that he did touch him, and then he just he didn't go into the wall on purpose, did he? Or did he? Yeah, he went he went quite wide coming into the turn and just went straight into the wall. He done it in qualifying as well. So it was odd. Yeah, yeah. But that result means you are 1 point behind the Toro Rosso team in constructors. I know, gutted, gutted. Oh yeah, surely it would have been the points barring any incidents. We'll have to see next week, won't we? And Raza has joined us, I believe.
Evening all, how are we? How are we all?
Evening, Raza. How are you?
Mate, listen, all I'm saying is this: Christmas has come early, baby. Has us done it. We finally did it. You know, I'm over the moon, mate. I'm over the moon. Like, you don't understand. All the doubters, doubt me now. I've made top 10, baby. I got 9, and my teammate got 10th. The guy who disconnected. Amazing. What a W. What a W for Haas.
Does FedEx still get the points for disconnecting, or? Oh, did he? Okay, because I know Tom in the Mercedes was behind him, so I didn't know whether that point went to him or not.
It's an hard one, but don't take the shine off us. We're going out tonight, boys. We're
So
going out tonight.
Haas are 1
Like,
point behind Mercedes at the bottom.
Mate, listen. Forget relegation. It's all about us tonight, baby. It's all about us. I just want to thank all my racers that decided to slide off the track. Thank you. You have done me the biggest favour. Like I say, Christmas has come early, baby. Christmas has come early.
Hashtag
You know,
Haas are staying up.
Mate, listen. Shout out to the boys. Shout out to the boys, Wooly, Toast. Shout out to Minnie. You know, we did it, baby. We did it. Shout out to Conrad. You're still terrible. We're going, boys. We're going. Sorry. I just want to say I loved it. I loved it, every moment of it. Well, by the way, I do need for reporting. He did try and block me on my qualifying lap, but you know, karma. Honestly, you know, I don't know who said it in F1, but whoever said karma, it says it all. You know.
And how confident are you two going into Abu Dhabi? Is it a track you both enjoy, or?
Oh, why don't you answer first, though? If you answer first, I'll, you know.
Oh. And you, Reza?
Listen, it's a holiday for me. I've got my sandals ready in my backpack. I'm going, I'm going on that beach, getting a nice tan. You know, I don't know what it is, 50 plus. You know, sunglasses. It's all good, mate. It's all good. I'm looking forward to it. What can
Lovely.
I say? You know. Yeah, I love it. Lazy, you're an amazing commentator. Keep up the good work. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Now I know the bullshit's out.
No, you listen. I'm telling you, you've come in at such a late time. I think all the lads would agree. You're doing a great job. Thank you for commentating.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Keep up the good. This is me being actually normal. Like, you're doing a great job, all the lads. Yeah, and original, you owe me 50 quid for saying that, so don't worry. It's
all right. I'll ping it over to you.
Just ping him over. Just send over the details, mate. But yeah, it's all good. Christmas
all
has
right,
come.
boys. Lovely chatting to you. Well, I'll see you both next week at Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a lovely evening.
That's number one, baby. That's number one.
Up the house.